We didn't have Red Bull. We didn't have Monster. We didn't even have any kind of energy drinks. We didn't even have pre-workout. So what is it that we did when we wanted to get that little extra oomph, that little extra jack? We did Bombays, baby. And in this one, I'm going to take you through exactly step by step how it is you can make your own prison-style Bombay energy drink. But first, I gotta say, the Bombay is all about the whip game. And the whip masters can get a little crazy with what they stick in these things. So I get a little bit more into that a little bit later on. But trust me when I tell you, the whip game is what it's all about. The OG. Now this is where you're gonna get started. This is where you're gonna build that whip game up and hone your skills. So at the entry level, you're gonna be using Mountain Dew or any type of pop that you want. Coffee, the absolute most important part of the whole thing. Kool-Aid, which is any kind of Kool-Aid that you want, any kind of flavor. Right now, we're going to be doing that OG Kool-Aid, the original Kool-Aid. A bowl and an extremely stiff spoon. Now, I already know what you're thinking, and yes, I am going to say that I am mainly mainstream a coffee purist. Yes, I love the Nectar for the Gods for my pre-workout. However, you know, there are those occasions when you want to just get that little extra oomph, that little extra blast. Maybe you're going to get like an extra long yard call or something, so you want to really get jacked, you want to get juiced. That's when it's time to reach for that Bombay. That's how that rolls. Now, here's the deal. You want to go with a massive amount of coffee. And when I say massive amount of coffee, I'm talking about a massive amount of coffee. And then you have to grind up the coffee grains because you want them to be as like silky, smooth, powdery as you possibly can get them. So this is the first step in the proper Bombay. Next, it's time for that Kool-Aid. And the Kool-Aid, you go heavy. Yeah. How much you think you need, however much you think, you need more. That's how you know how much Kool-Aid you need. Yeah, that good sugar. What is that? That's that vitamin C, isn't it? There's some vitamin C in there. Now, this is the most important part. You have to, into this concoction of the two powders, add a very, very, very small amount of your preferred pop. And of course, you got to do the do if you can do the do. If you can do the do. Because the do, woo, that's going to get that real jacked. Do the do if you can do the do. Now, you want to whip this bad boy till you can't whip it no more. This is the process of caramelizing / taffifying, whatever you want to call it. This thing is going to be whipped to a whole nother level of whipped. This is where the whip game really comes in. There are some dudes walking around in prison who just got like one forearm that's just jacked before just whip, putting that whip game into effect. At least I'm pretty sure that's what I like to think, that's the reason why that one arm is so big, because now remember here, when I said tiny little amounts of pop in the beginning, I'm talking tiny little amounts of pop. And don't forget, there is some more to this. This is the OG recipe. I got another recipe for you guys that is taking it to a whole nother level here, coming up in a second. But first, we got to get to whipping. Always remember, you can add more pop to this guy, but you cannot take it out. So slowly add little bits of pop and whip. That's the key. Yeah, you see that thing? It's starting to come along. It's starting to get there. How long do you whip this thing for? You whip this thing till it's done being whipped. That's how long you whip this thing for. You whip it. Whip it. Look at that. Oh yeah, taffy. You just whip and you whip and you whip. It's about time. The way I like to do this thing is throw it in the bottom of the cup first. You gotta pack that stuff off in the bottom of the cup. Woo-hoo-hoo. And then, after you fill that bottom up good and full, I like to then throw the ice off in that thing. Because when you get the ice off in there second, it allows you to use the ice to do some mixing. You're going to see what I mean in a second here. Ice time. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Ho, 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 ho. Then, it's time. Now for this part, it's all about, again, taking your time. Just filling it up a little bit. And then going and putting down some stir. You see the ice cubes. The ice cubes, they actually help you stir that thing up because they rub around and they bang stuff up and they rub and they bang. That's how you get a little bit of extra aid in the stirring. Because this thing's going to be, whoo, baby. Yeah, you can't beat these guys. It's going to be creamy, creamy. Oh, boy. Bombay, baby. Now, this is that straight rocket fuel pre-workout. Woo-hoo, baby. Oh, man. Woo. That's pre-workout. This will do it. This is going to put you bam, straight out there. Oh, man, that's good. All right, now, let me tell you. This right here, with some of this, what? Now, of course, we didn't really have this, but if you could throw this off in there, all that sugar, straight super rocket fuel. And of course I got a story for you. If you don't want the story, just jump ahead. But this right here, this is going to be a complete story about how I tried to get in some creatine one time. I only know of 2 guys who actually got creatine in. One of them was, he looked out for a buddy of his, so it was kind of like 3 guys I get to see on it. And you know, the diets in prison are extremely high carbohydrate. So like that, I mean, that thing's like just straight rocket fuel of carbs. So this, with the carbs, man, those guys got phenomenal results. It was like crazy the amount of blow up they got with it. Now, for my story, and remember, just jump to the next timestamp if you want to see the next recipe, but I go and decide that I'm going to try to get in some creatine. The plain, powder, white, had the whole thing laid out. We had a girl, a buddy of mine, Marcus, he was working up on the mall. That's what we call it, at least. He was a gym orderly, and he's working up there. I got another buddy who works sanitation. This is actually my partner who was doing the parlay gambling operation with me. I'll throw a link to the video if you want to check it out up here, where I break down the whole breakdown on how we ran that parlay gambling operation. Anyways, so Marcus has this store lady up there that he's been kind of working and starting to pull a little bit, and she's getting sweet on him. And my other buddy Tan, the guy who was my partner with the parlay thing, I mean, he's kind of looking out for them to, you know, like, they're getting on, right? They got it going on. So she's in the process of about to leave. She's about to I think she was going to like college or something like that. She was kind of a young thing. She was hottie. So she's in the process of leave, so she don't really care anymore. Now, she's not going to do anything crazy as far as bringing in any drugs or anything like that, because, you know, she's wanting to be able to like go to the next thing without any kind of problems. But so she goes, and the day she's leaving, we convince her to buy a big 1 kilogram, so it's like 2.2 pounds of the plain white powder creatine. And she's going to smuggle that in because it just looks like Kool-Aid by throwing it into like a big bag full of Kool-Aid. Like she'd be coming into work with a big bag of like Country Time lemonade or Kool-Aid or something like that. So that's the move for how we're planning on getting it in. And She was just gonna be straight up cool and basically just bring it on. Just she's banging buddy, so she's like she's down, and it's her last day, so she don't really care. So her move is bring this thing in. Just for her doing it and for Marcus like looking out and being able to like make it happen. This was back when they had the packs of cigarettes still. So this is ways back. And it was like $4.44, $4.55 for a pack of the little Marlboro Reds or the little these were actually like the filtered cigarettes. They weren't like our regular roll-up stuff because it's gonna be going to the free world. I don't think she smoked, but money's money when it comes to cigarettes. I mean, everybody's gonna have somebody that they know is gonna smoke Marlboro Reds. And actually it was Marlboro Reds now that I think about it. So I put together 10 packs of this stuff. So I'm basically like doubling what it would cost for one of these jugs back then. I think it was going to be like $19 or something like that. So I give him the packs of cigarettes. He gives it to her. He gets the bomb of this stuff through. Now, he wasn't going to be able to get it back to the dorm to where I was at. So he goes, takes it out of the bag so it doesn't look crazy because we didn't get that kind of Kool-Aid stuff. And he dumps it in just a plain pack-out bag. So the move is going to be the next morning, my other buddy, he's going to roll up to the gym because that's where this thing is like stashed up in the gym. And he's going to snag the bag and bring it back down to me. Now, the stuff doesn't smell. It's just white powder. So I've got a bunch of empty cans of creamer. So I'm going to just dump this stuff in the creamer cans, seal it up, and I don't have to worry about shakedowns or any of that kind of stuff because nobody's going to know the difference between white creamer in a canister and creatine. It's all going to be perfect. Well, fluke shakedown happens the next day, and they end up shaking down the gym. So it gets busted. Now, they don't bust it as far as like, oh, we got creatine. They just busted it as far as like, what the hell is this? Oh, they were thinking I'm positive they were probably thinking somebody stole a bunch of sugar or something out of the kitchen, and they just take it and just dump it out in the trash. That was the end of the creatine. So I missed my one opportunity to get it. But since I've been home, I have taken a run with it. What was it? Sometime after I kind of first got home, I did a run with it, and the stuff is definitely legit. I will say that. I will definitely say it is legit. And in fact, this one right here, I can vouch for this brand right here because this brand, with my diseases I have, they end up having to do labs on me all the time. So I ended up seeing on my labs where it's elevated during the time that I was taking it. So 100%, this is legit. So if you're going to mess with it, grab this. That's the prison story right there. That's good stuff. Let's go. The next level. Now, there is another whole level to this because, as I was telling you, sometimes you just got to add a little bit more substance and fuel to the gas tank. And this one covers that. Bam! That guy right there comes into play. Yes, the banana. Now, why a banana? Banana, potassium, natural sugar, because, I mean, you could go, and at this level also, guys will throw in like hard candies. They'll take candies, Jolly Ranchers, Fireballs, things like that, crush it up into a powder, throw it off in there. That's a lot of sugar. I still like to semi-avoid the just total overdose on sugar. I mean, the thing's already like a sugar and caffeine bomb, just totally, just boom! But this guy gives you a little substance, gives you some potassium, gives you some good, healthier sugars, and tastes freaking awesome, man. Unbelievably good. Now, this, yeah, probably the ugliest banana you'll ever see in your entire life. However, I'm going to do this real quick and fast. I'll show you a little bit of it, but basically the entire process is exactly what we did, except we're going to smash this banana off in there. And I will the dark side of the whip game. Tell you a little bit about the dark side of that whip game, which is that this is prison, man. You got to know your whip master. Your whip master, you got to definitely know your whip master, because your whip master could stick anything off in this thing. And there's a lot of things floating around in there besides, just the like psych meds, crazy different pills. They'll crush up, grind up, throw anything off into these things. I mean, you want to know your whip master, because the whip master, that's the man he's got the thing in his hands, man. He can do whatever he wants. So know who it is that you're drinking with, because you don't want to end up with some just cracked out, who knows what the hell they're going to stick off in this thing type action going on. So play it safe. Back to the next level. Yeah. Now we got that same old mix with all the coffee off in there and the Kool-Aid, all that good stuff, a whole ton of it. And now we throw that banana in there. And this is one just absolutely rotted out banana. I'm talking, it's already soft and mushy, so it's gonna go nice and good. Yeah, there we go. Get that guy up in there. Again, just a little bit of pop, little splash. Remember, you could always put more in. Now you know what time it is. Yeah, baby. Woo-hoo. Look at it. Oh boy. It just comes to life. All right, well, look at that. Look at that. That is that banana Bombay, baby. It's the banana bomb. That's what we're talking about right here. Now, why does this work? Why do these guys work? They work because they are a extreme high dose level of caffeine. The nectar of the gods, coffee. That plus simple carbs to help you get really jacked up there, and you put the banana in there for that sustained, nice sugar, natural sugar, potassium punch to just get you all the way through. Now, if you want, you can check out on the link I'm going to have on the screen here. It's going to take you to a prison playlist where you can check out a whole bunch of prison videos. And without further ado, peace, love, joy, prosperity, all that good stuff. I'm going to see you in the next one. I'm going to go do about 50 billion pull-ups.